there was quite an horrendous video posted on the Leitrim Animal Welfare Centre Facebook page this week. Footage of 3 very, very malnourished and severely neglected lurcher puppies. They were found abandoned apparently on the Sligo Dromahare Road, severely underweight, most of their hair completely gone, now being looked after, as they say, by Leitrim Animal Welfare and receiving veterinary treatment. But as their Facebook post asks, what is happening to animal welfare in Ireland? Megan Gaffney is on the line now of Leitrim Animal Welfare Centre. Welcome, Megan.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for joining us. Well, these are disturbing pictures, disturbing videos. Yeah. What can you tell us? They were found between Sligo and Dromahare, is that right?
Yeah, we actually found out since they were found outside Slishwood Forest. So they were actually found in Sligo. So it was a lovely lady called Jade, and what she did was she seen them in the middle of the night. It was about 1 a.m. and she was travelling to the airport, actually, and fair play to her, she put the dogs in her car, brought them back to her house, put them in a confined space, fed and watered them, and had someone call us in the morning to collect them. So I just want to say fair play to Jade, brilliant lady, and they wouldn't be in the best of care without her. So I just want to say a thank you there to her.
Absolutely, and as you say, her going on holiday, and she did this.
Yeah. On the way, you know what it's like going to the airport. It's you don't want to miss your flight, and she took it upon herself to rescue these dogs. So she's an amazing lady.
Yeah.
And since then, we've had our vet look at them, and the vet has concluded that they have a severe flea infestation, and that's what's causing the hair loss. So it's not mange, it's actually fleas. So to get into that state, they would have to be in that way, in a bad environment for quite a long time, possibly presuming since birth. And they have parasites and worms, and we've treated them with an all-round parasite, which gets every single parasite, including the nasty ones like mange. So they're getting good treatments. They're also on hypoallergenic food, specific food to kind of make sure that there's no interferences with any allergies or anything else that can go on, and just very good nutrition. And I suppose on top of this, I suppose people kind of think that there's a magic wand, when animals go into rescue shelters, that's it, they're instantly cured and rehomed. But the reality of it is these dogs are going to take about 6 months to get right. So that's 6 months of being in our care, receiving all-around treatment. They'll be getting parasite washes every week. So that's like a medicated wash, just to keep on top. So I don't know if you've been following our Facebook page, but we have.
The video is disturbing for a lot. It will be disturbing for a lot of people because they are in quite a bad state, or they were when you took them in first.
And we seem to be seeing quite a high rise in pattern of animal welfare cruelty and neglect. And there's a lovely dog that we have called Chance, and he came into us in September, and he was actually found in Sligo as well. He was found on the Sligo-Bundoran Road. As you know, it's a very busy road. And whoever owned him dumped him on that road to not only had him suffer for a long time, to possibly a risk of being run over because it was such a busy road. But Chance came into us in September with mange, which is a lot more severe than fleas. And he suffered a long, long time. And we had vets telling us, look, his quality of life isn't good. You possibly should put him down. But we said, his name was Chance. We'll give him a second chance. And it was all around care for him. There was he had to get 3 to 4 medicated washes a week. constant parasite treatment, and because his immune system was so shut down with mange that secondary infections kept occurring on him. So he really did suffer, and it took a lot of work to get him right. And thanks to our vet, Bridget Christoph, and Lakeland Vets, they have him in a total perfect way now.
Yeah.
And he's not fully there yet. He's got most of his hair back. But he actually went out on foster yesterday with the views to adopt. And it's a lovely story, actually, because he is now going to be working at Locken House Prison. So his new owner works there, and he had a dog from us called Lexi, who recently passed away, and she was Locken House's dog, for the inmates to interact with and care for, and just bring a bit of light into their lives.
So Chance will take that place, so...
Yeah, and Chance has a kind of similar story to them prisoners. He's been given a second chance in life, and he actually spent majority of his time with us in solitary confinement, where he couldn't interact with other dogs in case of passing infection.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, he's actually come out of that, let's say, phase of being infectious to other animals. And a little Houdini in our kennels there last week got out of his outdoor run area and let Chance out, and the two of them were running around playing together and having the time of their lives. But it's a success story for Chance.
Yeah, and we don't always hear about the success stories. You say the three lurchers, Megan, they've been like this maybe since birth. So what age do you think these, and they're still pups, what age do you think they are?
They're roughly around 4 to 6 months.
And they've been like this since birth in this appalling state. Who, and you asked that question on your Facebook page, who would do something like this to these dogs? Is it just a case that they're just dumped, just left to fend for themselves, or what is it?
Yeah, possibly. And I suppose the thing we'd like to get out to the public is, if you see any animal in distress, whether it's a dog, whether it's a donkey, please report it to your local authorities. And whatever county you're in, double check, are your dog wardens authorised under Animal Health and Welfare Act? Some of them aren't. All dog wardens are covered under dog control, so that's mainly dealing with stray dogs, livestock attacks, dogs attacking people and other dogs, etc., or other animals. They have a heavy workload in that department, but animal welfare is, say like in your county, your dog warden isn't covered under animal welfare, then your best option is to contact the ISPCA, who are authorised under the Animal Health and Welfare Act, and they cover all of Ireland nationally. So I suppose what we'd like to get out to the public is, even at the beginning stages of an animal suffering, try your best to report it, not let it go on too long. And also, if you're having trouble with getting hold of any other authority, the guards are also covered under the Animal Health and Welfare Act. So there's a few avenues to report these things, and it's best to report them sooner rather than later. We get reports of people saying, look, they're really lovely people that own the dog or the animal, but I can't see this animal suffer anymore. And the thing about it is, some people are just not fully educated on how to look after a dog, and there can be innocent circumstances like that, or very neglectful abuse. There's different kind of varying lines of it, but it's important to report it.
Absolutely, and important that we have bodies like your own to help out. And I think the appreciation is well founded this morning, coming your way. But you can only do so much, as you say. But you would hope in 6 months, as you say, that the 3 pups will be back to fully healthy condition, and then you'll be looking for foster owners then.
Yeah, we'll kind of see, like, I suppose Chance went out in foster because he's not fully healed. So what that means is we are going to cover his medical expenses until he is fully healed, and then he can be then adopted to Graham, who's going to, take him for the long-term foster. So it's kind of dependable on how their health goes. So in 6 months' time, if they're fully healed and don't need any extra treatment, they can be adopted. So we do estimate it will take 6 months.